Assalamu alaikum children. Welcome to the science class for the grade 3. This is lesson number 5, birds, part 2. In the previous video, we have studied about some common birds and how birds fly, about the feathers and upstroke and downstroke movements we have studied, and we have also seen how do birds use their beaks. Okay? In different birds, we have seen the different shapes of beaks and its uses. In today's video, we will be discussing about the feet and claws of birds. Okay, so let's start the session. Birds have 2 feet with claws or 4 toes each. These claws help them to perch on trees. Here in the different birds you can see the feet and claws. The claws help them to perch on trees. Birds like to perch on trees that provide them food. Some birds use their claws to hold the food while they eat. Some birds use their claws to scratch the ground to find the worms. Some birds, such as eagles and vultures, have sharp and curved claws called talons. These are helpful in catching their prey, such as mice and snakes. Some birds, such as hen and rooster, dig out the ground with their sharp claws to get their food. Some birds, such as sparrows and crows, use their feet to get a grip on the tree branches and sit, as you can see in this picture. Some water birds, such as ducks and swans, have webbed feet to help them swim in water and waddle on land. The front toes are covered with skin and this helps in swimming. So in duck's feet you can see they are joined with some skin. Okay, here you can see their feet are joined with some skin. So that is called webbed feet. Okay, some birds such as cranes and herons have long legs with long thin toes with which help them to wade through muddy water without getting wet. Okay, so these are some features of birds' feet and claws. Now children, we will see caring for their young ones. How birds take care of their young ones, their kids, we can say. So we will see how they do this. Birds keep their young ones in nests. Do you know what is nest? The house for the birds. The home which is prepared by the birds by using some pieces of grass or some other pieces of leaves and all. So these are the home for the birds. Nest is, so birds keep their young ones in nests. They lay eggs in nests. The mother bird keeps the eggs warm by sitting on them for some days till it is time for the eggs to hatch. Birds keep the nestlings safe by keeping them away from the enemies. So nestlings means their young babies. Birds keep their nestlings safe by keeping them away from the enemies. Birds pick up grass, twigs, and other materials with their beaks and claws to build nests. So, this is how the birds make their nests. Nests are important for various reasons. Nests are of different kinds. Some of them are discussed below. So, here are some different kinds of nest which we can see made by different birds. Okay, let's see what are these. Nests actually keep the birds safe from enemies that may harm them. And nests protect them from bad weather. And nests are home for the eggs and the young chicks. Here are different kinds of nests. The tailor bird sews two large seized leaves to create a nest. It uses its beak as a needle to sew leaves. It also uses wool and thread to sew leaves together. A hole in a tree is the nest created by a woodpecker. Here you can see the nest of woodpecker, and this is the tailor bird's nest. This is woodpecker's nest. So woodpecker uses its beak to create a hole. An eagle makes its nest on rocks or on tall trees. A weavebird weaves nests using twigs, leaves, and grass by using its beaks. So these are the different types of nests made by different birds. So children, this is how the birds take care of their young ones by keeping them, by protecting them in the different types of nests. Okay, so in today's video we have studied about how the birds take care of their young ones, and the feet and claws and their uses of birds. And now we will sum up the lesson with the important points. Birds live on land and near water. A bird's body is covered with feathers. The feathers help the birds to fly and to keep their bodies warm. The beaks and claws of birds differ according to the food they eat. So beaks and claws are made according to the food they eat, according to their food habits, according to the intake of food. Birds have different feeding and nesting habits. Birds build nests and lay eggs in them. Birds take care of their young ones. So these are the points which we have studied in detail in our lesson. Now we will see the word bank, words for practice, new words in this lesson. Feathers. What are feathers? Soft and light parts of a bird's body that grow from the skin and cover the body. What is beak? The hard, curved part of the mouth of a bird. Preen. What is the meaning of preen? To trim and clean with a beak. We have seen in the birds' habits, like they clean their feathers with the beak. That is called preen. Claws. Sharp curved nails on the feet of birds. What are claws? Sharp curved nails on the feet of the birds. Grain. A small hard seed of a food plant such as wheat, corn, or rice. Talons. Sharp and curved claws birds like eagles and vultures have. Webbed. What is webbed? We have seen the fingers or toes joined by a skin. Here in the duck's claws we have seen in duck's feet the webbed feet. You know? So what is webbed? The fingers or toes joined by skin. Waddle. To walk using short steps while rocking from side to side. Nestling, a young bird not yet old enough to leave the nest. So it's a small kid of a bird. Okay children, that's it for today's video. In the next video, we will discuss about question answers and textbook exercises. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.